Hey everybody, it's Chris C. It's Wootini from GayGamer.net here with another weekly video podcast. Ta-da! This week, I continue to play Dragon Age. Interestingly, I had a period of time where I was actually able to play it for like a few hours at a time. Like I played it for like an hour or so, and then I stopped myself and went and got some dinner, and then I went and played it another couple hours. And it's funny because playing it for normally I can only play for like half an hour to an hour when I come home from work, and then I've got to make dinner, watch some TV, and go to bed, and get up and go do it all over again. And it makes me want to play more because I can't play it for very long. And it's like I'll get to something, I'll be like, oh, no, I just want to go explore that part. I'll do it tomorrow. And then all day I think, oh, I can't wait till I go home and I can explore that part and do whatever it was that I couldn't get done the previous session. But being able to play it for like hours, it was interesting because I was exploring this area, the Emerald Graves to be specific, and I was getting a little bored. I mean, not bored, but just like it wasn't new. It's hard to explain, but I think that I'm better off playing it in smaller bursts and not marathon sessions, because when I played it for like hours on end, it got to be a little bit of a grind, I think, you know. And on the plus side, I did do a little side quest where I got Dorian's amulet back for him, and he was a little put out because, you know, he's like, I don't want to be indebted to you. And I'm just like, I don't want anything from you that you aren't already willing to give. I'm just saying. The way he says thank you is quite nice.
I apologize and thank you. I'm going to stop before I say something syrupy, but I won't forget this, and I will repay you. Count on it.
I still haven't had the guts to go back and try to kill the Hinterlands dragon again after I failed before. I think I've even gone up a couple of levels, but I'm still scared. I have noticed, though, that I feel like the game levels up with you, because everywhere I go, because I'm pretty sure I'm doing these lands like way out of order, because every so often I'll encounter some enemies that are like really easy, and then I'll find an area where it's like really hard. So either each area has like the main sections that are like a certain level, and then there's like little smaller sections where you might need to be a higher level to go and do those, or it's leveling up with me, because I always feel like it's a bit of a challenge, like wherever I'm going. So that's kind of nice, but it's not leveling up to such a way where it's kind of annoying, where I feel like everything is always more powerful than me, because that's something I hate in RPGs, because in RPGs you need to be able to level up and be able to beat enemies, specifically bosses. When you run into one that you can't beat, you go off and you grind a little bit and do some side quests and whatever, and then you come back after a couple of levels, and then it's a little easier because you've gotten new abilities or whatever, you're just stronger. I am also playing on my 3DS. Obviously, I'm still playing Animal Crossing, and I was quite delighted that what I'd heard turned out to be true, that if you have an open space in your town and someone you know has someone leaving their town that you want, you can go visit their town, and as long as you have an open slot in yours, you can invite them to come visit you and live in your town. And when I found out that my friend Benjamin had Monty, who he did not like for some reason, I don't know, Monty's awesome, I immediately went over on the day that Monty was getting packed up to leave, and I said, hey, you should totally come live in my town. Now all I need to do is find somebody who has Pippi getting ready to leave. Of course, it's hard because you have to make sure that you have an open slot in your town and they are actually in the process of leaving in order to actually invite them. Hopefully Monty will actually show up. I mean, I don't know. It seems like he will. He said he would. And Monty's kind of a man of his word. The other thing I've been doing this past week is our pet hamster, Chip, passed away after just over 2 years. So it was a good long life for a hamster because, you know, he outlived all of his brothers and sisters. And I decided to do a painting of him in Art Academy on my 3DS. And I am always nervous because I don't feel like I'm that good of a painter, but I thought it came out really well. Not to toot my own horn or anything, pat myself on the back. I was pleased with the way it came out. I thought it really captured his spirit. So I thought that was lovely. Although I was a little dismayed to learn that there's not actually an Art Academy 3DS Miiverse. I couldn't post that to Miiverse because there wasn't a Miiverse community for Art Academy on the 3DS. There's one for the Wii U, but I don't think I could post from my 3DS to the Wii U account. I don't know. Oh, and the other thing that I've been playing on my 3DS is Pokemon Shuffle, which was just released last week. It is a free-to-download game. It's a puzzle game. The thing is it's one of those freemium games, you know, like you get on your phone, like Candy Crush, basically, but with Pokemon. And it's free to play, but you have a limited number of turns, and then you get 5 turns for free. And once you've gone through your 5 turns, you either have to have a gem that you can exchange for more turns, or you can go to the East shop and buy some more turns. Not happening. I wasn't really sure if it would be worth playing because I have no intention of buying anything. I'm not buying any more turns. I'm not buying any of the extras where you can get extra moves or extra bonuses within a level. Not paying for any of that. So I wasn't sure how playable it would be with just the free stuff. It turns out it's pretty playable. It's fine. I mean, you're basically making combinations of 3, 4, 5, whatever. What's nice is that there's no time limit, so that you can look at the screen and really think about, okay, if I move this here, then that'll swap these two, and that'll create 2 big combos. You know, like, you can really think about it. It's not a time limit where you're, well, there are occasionally levels with a time limit where you just go as fast as you can. Because that's the thing, is like they had like a special bonus level where you can capture Mew, but it was like super hard. So you kind of, I feel like with something like that, and there's also these other special levels where it's like they're harder or they have the time limit or whatever. And I feel like with those, they're structured in such a way that they're kind of difficult to beat without actually paying for bonuses. And since I'm not paying for bonuses, whatever. But I'm going through and doing the regular game, which basically you match your puzzles to defeat the Pokemon on screen. So if it's like a fire Pokemon, you want to use your water Pokemon. You want to match lots of water Pokemon. And you can choose which Pokemon you want in your group, which is what appears in the screen, and make it easier for yourself. And then, once it's done, you can capture the Pokemon, which is sometimes easier than it seems. And if you capture a Pokemon, then you have that Pokemon to use on your puzzle screen against other Pokemon. So it's kind of simple, but again, like Pokemon, it's a simple concept to start with, but then they add in all these extra things that make it more complicated. And, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's free, so whatever. I figured I'll give it a shot. It's free in the eShop. I have no intention of ever paying for anything, but it turns out it's actually pretty good because you can blow through your 5 turns pretty quickly. But it's fine because it's the kind of thing that I would play like on the train for like, oh, I've still got 5 or 10 minutes left before I get to my stop. Alright, I'll just play a little Pokemon Shuffle. Play a couple of turns, who cares, you know. So it's a good little time waster. It's not something I'm going to play for like a long time, because I can't without paying for it. And, you know, but it's a good little, you know, time waster on the train. So, and it's free. So, you know, basically it's worth the money. So, that's it for me now. And I will talk to you again next week. When I'm sure that I will be playing more Dragon Age. I promise, by next week I will give that dragon another try and see if I can't defeat it. I'll keep you updated. And I'm sure I'll have something else to talk about next week. We'll see. PAX East is coming up, but that won't be next week. That'll be the following week. See you then. Bye!